All right, so yes, you saw that I picked my race. If you watched my last Ironman Prep video, you probably knew my brainstorming around which race I was going to do. So it's official. I picked Ironman Calgary, but it's a 70.3, so it's a half Ironman. It's mainly to test out my knee injuries because I've been following along. I had some knee injuries for about a year now because I did an ultramarathon last year. So instead of signing up for a full, being worried that I might have to walk for most of the marathon part, the run at the end, better that I test my knees out doing a half Ironman. And I think maybe my ego deep down was getting in the way, saying, oh, I don't want to do a half before I do the full. But I mean, I have to test out these injuries because I'd rather get the experience of doing the half, get comfortable with it, and then go into the full with a lot of confidence, because confidence is key in fitness and achieving your goals. So that is why I am doing a half. It's in 8 weeks by the time this video comes out. 8 weeks exactly. Like what? But I am really excited. I have a new program that I started like 2 weeks ago. Lots of double cardio sessions. I'm used to doing double days for sure, like strength and then a cardio, but it's gonna be a lot doing double cardio days. So for example, one day I had almost an hour and a half swim, and then I had an hour and a half bike ride. So it was a 2.5 hour cardio day, and I added in some strength training. But the reason I am able to do that is because my nutrition is changing a little bit. As you know, I am a lower carb athlete, and it will always be that way. But when I say lower carb athlete, it was very low. So we're gonna add some more carbs, because if I'm exercising this much, I need to be on top of this. Yeah, I could eat all the fat in the world, but for me and my body, I don't digest a lot of fat well, regardless of the amount of fat digesting enzymes I take, regardless of what fat sources I have. It makes me nauseous. And I have underlying autoimmune issues that makes me nauseous with the amount of fat. So maybe I'll show you the carb sources I'm going to be having. I've pretty much showed them before, but this is just a refresher. I'm keeping it simple. I'm keeping it clean because, frankly, I don't like carbs that much. Like, I have like a tablespoon of honey, and then after that, I'm like, too sweet. So let me gather my ingredients, and then I will give you an overview of the carb sources I'm going to be having during this training block. Okay, so I got them laid out. Here's the deal. This is the situation we're dealing with. So these are my carb sources. Maple syrup, because I'm Canadian, and in my opinion, maple syrup is better than honey. We've got some raw honey here. This is raw Yemeni honey. I think I explained this in another video. Basically, it's better than Manuka honey. It has more antibacterial properties. So it's good because I don't feel guilty about having the carbs, because I know there's a big benefit to them. This is even a honeycomb. I was gifted this. We got some raisins. These are also Yemeni raisins, which are good for your gut health, digestion, basically the honey in the form of a raisin. Nothing added. See that golden color? Jeez, look at them. Nature's Candy Organic Medjool Dates. So those are really easy. It's good to pop like coconut oil in them. So that's another form. Coconut water. This is the best brand in my opinion. I was trying to say opinion in a funky way. And then my organic, regeneratively farmed, raised white rice. So I also crush that up, grind it up into a flour, and I make that into cream of rice. You gotta try it, even if you add yogurt in there. I think that's it. I tried fruit. and I'm not a fruit person. And I determined quickly that it did not sit well with me. Like, very bad stomach pain, especially watermelon, probably because it's higher fructose, which I didn't really think about beforehand. Bad bloating, bad indigestion, just all the stuff that you don't want while training for an Ironman. So the plan is to keep these carbs around my training, around my workouts, and especially during, because I'm gonna have like 2 to 3 hour training bike rides or brick workouts where, for example, tomorrow I have a 2-hour bike ride into a 20-minute run. So fun. Nah, but I'm actually so excited. Like, it's been a long time in the making. I've been wanting to do an Ironman for 4 or 5 years. Just other training things got in the way. I mean, it's not the full Ironman. I'm just using it as a test run to test my knees. And I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen in the fall. I am going to cross that finish line and hear, Izzy Watson, you are an Ironman. Oh, one more thing. They're not in my cabinet because I just bought them today. Rice cakes. Now, before you say those aren't good for you, because most rice cakes aren't, because they use brown rice, these are organic semi-milled rice. So semi-milled, I even emailed them. Yes, I'm that person that does that. I even emailed them and asked them, and they said that semi-milled isn't fully brown and it's not fully white. So it has the bran removed, I believe that's what they said. And let me tell ya, I've been on a hunt for white rice cakes for about a year now. And I just was in some random grocery store one day and I stumbled across this. So again, this is the brand. It's Ilios rice cakes. So if you want to try to find them, they are made in Italy. And things made in Italy are so much better quality than things made in Canada and the United States. So they're perfect. They're 8 grams of carbs per cake. So I can top them in tallow, I can top them in butter, whatever the heck I want to do. That is what my fueling will be. I don't really want to throw out exact numbers because I'm still in the middle of experimenting. I've had days where I've tried up to 150 so far, and I've had days where I was just around 100. So I'm still trying to figure out what the number is, but at the same time, I'm different than you and you're different than me. Deal with it. And now as far as training goes, like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of double days of endurance. I'm still keeping on top of my strength training, but of course I'm going to have to lower the volume a bit because I have to prioritize my main goal. And for me, it's hard because I do get anxious when I can't lift as much anymore. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm ruining all my progress. But really I'm not, because I'm still swimming a lot. If I'm eating enough, I'll still maintain the muscle mass. And, you know, I have to think about the goal, trust the process. And I'm in my triathlon era, so I gotta suck it up, buttercup, and deal with it. And not stress about it, because my body's under a lot of stress right now. And if you can't tell, I actually have a bit of a cold. I'm a little nasally. I think that was just too much training at one point, or I just caught a bug somewhere. So yeah, that's the situation. In terms of the Ironman Prep series going forward, we're still in Ironman Prep because the end goal is the fall. I'm still putting out videos, and it's nice to finally have a freaking goal, because I have not had an actual goal date since June 14th of last year when I ran an ultramarathon. So I feel like I'm slowly getting myself back, and it's weird because when you injure yourself so bad, it's like your body is doing anything to protect itself, and you almost have like this trauma response to something so painful you went through. So for me, that's like running. So right now, getting comfortable with running again. Like I'm running an hour, like you saw this morning. I was barely able to run like 30 minutes, never mind 20 minutes like a couple months ago. I'm hoping that $600 injection I got in my knee is paying off. Maybe it's the increase in food and then an accumulation of the rest. But I'm back, baby. Slowly, but surely. I feel like the athlete is coming out in me again. I really want to do well. I have a goal in mind of the time I want to hit but I don't really want to jinx myself. So I know deep down what it is. At the same time, I think I just need to remember to have fun with it, not treat my training sessions like a job, go into it with like passion and just think like, oh, I'm getting better, I'm getting stronger, it's all gonna be worth it in the end. This will be my most unique experience I've ever done because it's 3 disciplines. I did a sprint triathlon last year. Let's go. And with that, I'm just gonna end the video here because I just wanted to ramble on and share my race that I picked, a bit of my nutrition strategy. Please let me know if you have questions, if you want to wish me luck. If you have a race coming up, let me know so I can cheer you on. Mark it down on your calendar. I know you won't, but just keep it in the back of your mind that Sunday, July 27th, in Calgary, Alberta, Izzy will be on the Ironman 70.3 race course. And I'm not quitting because Izzy doesn't quit. Izzy does not quit. So stay tuned for my next Ironman Prep video. It's gonna be lots of training, lots of food, so be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can watch the progress of my food and the journey of my food even just drastically changing. Hope you all have a fantastic day or night, and I will catch you later. Thank you.